All right, we got Mike here. How's my audio? All right, so I just found out that Google recently raised the threshold for YouTube Live with a mobile device. I cannot use my phone to live stream unless I have 1,000 subscribers. So I am using a very old, very bad Logitech webcam to stream this from my Mac Pro. So I have no idea how the audio is. The video looks somewhat decent. Let me see if I can get the chat up on my screen here. It's not bad on your end. All right, I'll take that. So the angle for this might be a little off. Get as much of my desk in frame as possible. There. All right. That should do it. Hey, babe. My wife is watching too. 10-year wedding anniversary tomorrow. Pretty stoked that she put up with me this long. So I'm gonna give it another minute. There's 4 people watching. That's 4 more than I thought would be watching. So pretty cool. So thank you, Mike. While we wait, let me get a drink going. This might be loud, so be careful. Oh, that's good. All right, so it's gonna be pretty hard for me to keep an eye on the chat. I was hoping to have my laptop there, watch the chat and whatever, but you know, it's not meant to be. There is one more thing I would like to do. All right, I locked the focus, so it should stay focused on my desk. All right, so what we are doing today is opening these 2 boxes. This is just for me to test live streaming. I've never done a live stream in my life. So this is just to see if my connection can handle it. Obviously, I just found out I cannot use my phone, so that's one thing learned. I'm about 850 subscribers shy of that goal. But yeah, just gonna open these boxes, see what's in it, and see if the stream holds out. These boxes were sent to me by Michael Stanhope. I had a pretty sweet deal, and let me see if I can find this. This was a trade, and you might wonder, you got 2 big ass boxes here. What did you trade to get all this? Well, I'll tell you. I traded an adapter for a cinema display. And in turn, Mike sent me this stuff. Now, it was a very good deal because, first of all, it turns out I sent him a brick that doesn't work. Not on purpose, but so in one of these boxes is going to be the broken brick I sent him as part of the trade. So I feel like a proper asshole right now. But by the way, I have no idea if I can swear on the stream or not. This is all new to me, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, he still sent me his part of the deal, his end of the deal, and I'm going to be sending him another package soon, which will include this brick, which I used 5 minutes ago. So I know for a fact that it works. So worry not, Mike. So, should I start with the big box or the small box? You tell me, Mike. Yeah, Aliki had to carry it inside because I was at work. Whoops. I typically don't work in the office on a Wednesday, so it was pretty poor timing. But big box. Mike says big box. And whatever Mike says goes. So, we put this one down for now. Oh yeah. So, big box. It arrived here with very minimal damage, so I'm pretty hopeful that whatever's in here is still in one piece. Yeah, I'm curious too, Mike. So I don't know what is top and what is bottom. So this looks glued. This is stapled. And this is taped, so that must be the top. We got a pretty large size hole over here, but I don't think we got it. Actually, there's some drywall that came out of the box. You can't really see it. The exposure is all messed up, but this got run into a wall. Uh-oh. Think we're okay? Let's find out. Presenting the dullest knife I've ever owned. Oh God. I hope you didn't put any anthrax in here, Mike. That would piss my wife off. All right, we have some. Oh, that's all the dust. You put some. Okay, I see it. We have some ceiling tiles as packing material. It's funny, but it's also very effective. So good thinking. We put that aside. Oh, someone's had a leak. Oh wait, this is a different pattern. Pretty. Okay, this is funny. This is a sealed in the wrapper, some kind of blanket that says dust check. Keeps dust in check. Now, this stuff is covered in dust. There's dust all over my desk. I'm inhaling dust every time I breathe in. So maybe you should have unpacked this and use it. Fun. Alright, here we have another one. Still in the seal, dust check. This is awesome. I'm gonna give you so much shit about that, Mike. And this is what the entire box is for. A puck mouse. As if I don't already have enough. Another puck mouse. That's it. That's it. That's what the entire box was for. Actually, no. And what else we got? More ceiling tile. Good Lord, Mike. More ceiling tile with the pretty motive on it. All right, this one, you're gonna laugh, but I was actually, my God, the amount of dust. I was actually pretty excited about this one. This is a board for a G5. But Jay, you hate G5. You can't stand G5. What do you need this for? Well, when he told me that this was all rusted and corroded and spent some time outside, I suddenly. Oh, right. I set the focus. Hold on. Let's try this. Yeah. He told me to spend some time outside, so I became very interested because I do love me a good restoration project. So this is a board for a G5. I'm not exactly sure which model. And I've never seen these cables. What is this, Wi-Fi? Oh, that's the external antennas. Must be a first or second gen G5, right, Mike? So I'll be fixing this up one day. It's pretty low on my priority list, but it should be fun. Let me put the focus back to my desk. There we go. And of course, that too came wrapped pretty good. Now, I have no idea how to take this out without choking on the dust. I'm just gonna have to risk it. Here's a hint. Everybody's favorite connector. Ooh, there we go. And the rest is all bubble wrap. No $100 bills, no drugs. So a little disappointed there, but it's all right. This is a 23-inch. Let me make sure I don't mess this up. Cinema display. And it is, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but this is the whole reason I wanted it. It is nasty. There is dust, there's debris inside the plastic, there are smudges, there are stains. I don't know if you can see that. This thing needs a lot of love, and that is exactly why I wanted to do the trade. Now this thing works. If you watched any of Mike's videos, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, this was in the background of his iMac prototype video. He used this up until recently with a G5. So he didn't have a need for it. He prefers the aluminum displays. I prefer these. So that's why we did the trade. Now, you didn't tell me the foot was missing, Mike. What's up with that? So let me lean this back here. That's gonna need major cleaning, which is exactly the kind of stuff I like to do on a weekend. And with winter coming, that's gonna be perfect. Let me clean all the ceiling tile dust off of my desk. Good Lord, Mike. Of course, every single rag I have is in the laundry, which I forgot to empty and put in the dryer. So I have to do that after the stream. But for now, we will use, and this is going to piss my wife off, but you know, a towel. There. Now, this paper has been on my desk. There's a white desk underneath. I put this paper on because I do a lot of tinkering. I haven't renewed this paper yet. There's tape for holes and all kinds of stuff on it because I still have to record an excerpt video. Every time I put an excerpt on this desk, I scratch the hell out of it. So, no new paper yet, but soon for videos it'll look nice and tidy again. Let me check the chat real quick. Drugs are in the ceiling tiles. Ooh, sweet. I already inhaled half of it, so that should be an awesome night. Actually, I feel a sneeze coming on, so I apologize in advance. It's going to be loud. Oh God, here we go. Great packaging, Mike. Great packaging. You should be getting sleepy. Yeah. So this is this was the trade. This display for the power brick. But Mike being Mike, that wasn't enough. He is determined to get me in trouble with my wife, so he sent me an additional box of stuff. He told me what's in it, for the most part, and I also, for the most part, forget what he told me. So this is going to be a surprise for all of us. Yes. Looks like someone took a shot at this box. Oh shit, what is this? An iPhone microscope. Jeez. Oh, this is not going to end well. Please hold. Alright. It's all good. Just making fun of you. But this is fun. Now, I don't know if this will fit my current iPhone, but I know my kid has an older phone. He would really get a kick out of this, so thank you for that. Oh, that's right. I forgot about this one. This, if I recall correctly, is a board for a G4 MDD Firewire 800. Looks in good shape. Awesome. I do happen to have a few MDDs around. Sorry, I couldn't get to the mute button fast enough. You're killing me, Mike. How was your first live stream? It was alright. Kept sneezing the whole time, but it was good. Now I'm going to sound all stuffy, but it's good. It's all good. That's why we have Bacardi. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I forgot about this. G5 CPU blocks. 2 gigahertz. All right. I'm not a big fan of G5, but I do have enough parts to actually create a few working ones out of all this. Number 2. Now, I have no idea if this works. You can tell me, Mike, if it works or not. If it doesn't, we'll just fix it. Excuse me while I mute and sneeze again. I will have my revenge, Mike. I'm going to put itching powder or something on your box. All right, but there's more. There is a box inside a box. Uh-oh. That's never a good sign. There's also... Let me put the zoom back. With focus. There's also a few capacitors in the box. So I'm going to have to figure out where those came from. It's all good. We like broken stuff. Gives us something to do. Before I throw this box out, I'm going to see if there's any more capacitors floating around in there. And then we have this. Wait a second, was Dan here? I thought I saw Dan. Yeah, Dan was here. Dan, if you're still here, say something. Alright. Is Dan still here? Well, if you're friends with Dan, and I don't know, Mike, and the other people watching, if you're friends with Dan, you know that he just had some really awesome news to share. I'm not going to blow the surprise. I'll leave that to him. But I think he left. So we have here a hard drive. Oh. Is this it, Mike? Yes, it is. This is oh yeah. Let me see. Focus. How big is this? 250 gig Maxtor hard drive. This came from a prototype iMac. And feel free to share a link, Mike. If not, I'll put it in the description after. When I know it's a hard drive. When Mike pulled this out of his prototype, he didn't erase it, he didn't install anything, he didn't do anything. He just sent it straight to me. We're going to try to do some data recovery on this, and see if there might be some nice prototype software or test drivers or something that might be hiding in the deleted file section of this drive. So stay tuned for that. It should be pretty cool. I have to blow my nose again, so hold on. We will be having a talk about this dust after the live stream, Mike. I'm gonna FaceTime you. So, there's the hard drive. I already forgot about that. That's gonna be really cool. Let's see. CPU cover for G5. Oh, look at that. The leg for the display. Awesome. I can actually use it now. Uh-oh, the display is sliding. Let's see what else we got. This is, I believe, a power supply for an eMac. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mike. There we go. Power supply for an eMac. I thought these things were bigger. Pretty cool. And a CPU card for the layout looks to be an MDD G4, dual 1.25 gigahertz. I see some overclocking in the future. That's gonna be fun. If it works, I don't know if it works. Does it work, Mike? Alright. Here is, oh god, a logic board for an eMac. Oh, that's the CPU on it. I've never opened up an eMac this far, so it should be cool to see if this works, how it works, and how to even take one of those things apart. Plastic is a good shape, actually. Took care of this. More bubble wrap that I can ever wish for, which I'm all going to use to send the box back to you. Let's see, a heatsink. Where'd this come from? This is massive copper, so this is probably part of the G5 board that I pulled out of the other box earlier. This is, holy crap. That's a serious heatsink. Okay, this is part of the foot for the display. As you can see, it needs a lot of cleaning, which is going to be awesome. This is for the eMac? Wow, okay, that's huge. Oh, Greg is bailing to go race his cars. Thank you for the support, Greg, bailing on me. I appreciate it, and I will remember that. Then here we have a speaker, 2 speakers, I'm assuming eMac as well. And finally, 2 speaker covers, also for eMac. And a screw. Any more capacitors in here? Nope, that was it. So, I'm going to blow my nose again. Alright, so that was it. Everything Mike sent me in a quick, what is this, 20-minute live stream. I'm going to have to watch this back later and see if my Wi-Fi held up, if the connection did alright, and how the sound was with this camera, because apparently if I'm going to do any more live streams, I'm going to be stuck with this camera for a while. Actually, I'll clean all this up later. Oh, G5 CPU cards. That's a good point. Should be easy to spot if the capacitors came from here. I'm sure I'll find it. Can't see right away, but I am worried about it. I'm going to fix this stuff up anyway. So, let's see. We got Greg making excuses, Mike hanging out. I think Steve was here once upon a time. Got my wife watching, and Dan was here. So, that was it. I'm going to clean this desk, grab a hazmat suit to take care of these freaking ceiling tiles, and put everything in my closet, pull it back out when it's a nice rainy cold day, and start fixing this stuff up. I know I keep pushing the Xserve videos into the future. It is an incredible amount of work, and these things take up a lot of space. So I might just do a video about that display first, taking it apart, cleaning it, and I will be taking that apart all the way as far as I can, just because I'm curious on how that works. But if you've seen the video about me taking apart that 17-inch, it was, after cleaning it, it looked so good. I'm just really excited to do it to another display. So this is going to be it. Clean it out, put it back together, put the food on, and of course test it. You know, physically it survived the trip, but is it still working? We don't know. This MDD board, I don't have any immediate plans for it, but I will probably use this along with the CPU card for a fun overclocking video. And I can pan my camera around, but I recently got a new microscope, that gives me much better lighting and gives me a lot more zoom capability. So making soldering videos and stuff should be a lot more doable now. As for the G5 board, this will probably be in my basement for a few years because I really don't have any immediate plans for it, but I will be restoring it. I have some special mixtures that I use to take care of rust and corrosion in my everyday job. So I'll be showing you how that works on a board like this, which is perfect for that. Look at all that rust. I'm getting tetanus just looking at it. So that's perfect. So that is it. I hope the stream held out. Apologies for sounding a little stuffy. That's Mike's fault. And trust me, I won't forget this, Mike. And thank you for watching. Now back to the usual quality with along with the lapel mic for better audio in my next video, which will be pre-recorded because I'm not sure when I'm going to do this live thing again. But it was fun, and it seems to work reasonably well. So, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for videos on all this stuff. I'll see you later.